Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Wiki 5 Deluxe Edition. In this episode, or at least today, I'm going to try to record 2 episodes, the 2 last expert tracks, and then hopefully by the time I'm done recording them and all that, you'll have decided whether or not you want me to push them both on Saturday or Sunday or anything like that. So, let's go all the way over here to the right and go to the tracks, and I don't know why this always takes so long, like why it sort of lags or something, I don't know. But anyways, those are some expert tracks, those are the rest of the expert tracks, and here are the last 2. Now, Treetops and Runway. Treetops is the one I'm going to do first, and because I've never played on this track before, I'm going to go to Sandbox, just for a second. I'm going to send in like 1 pink balloon, see where that goes, speed it up. Okay, so they're going along those paths. Alright. That's interesting, and then I'm guessing I can only place towers on these wooden paths, so very interesting. Alright, now that I know that, and I don't have to worry about any of that, I'm going to go with, what should I go with? I'm going to go with the engineer again, because I feel like you guys still want me to do different strategies and stuff, so I figure engineer's usually somewhat more different than I usually get. Not entirely sure if he's going to be the best choice or anything, because now that there's 2 paths, well, 2 paths might be good for him, kind of, if I have more sentry guns, because then the sentry guns will be able to attack multiple paths, while he, you know, it's just attacking 1 path. And I feel like every day this week I've been waking up early to record these episodes, which is why I'm always like bleh, tired and slow and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I feel like usually I'll record a bunch of episodes early, get done in like the first 3 days, and then just set them to upload and do all that. But this week I've really been uploading consistently the day before, and just like 1 episode the day before. So at first I'm like, yeah, cool, that's good. And then I remember, oh yeah, on the weekends I don't really like to record when people are here, and now I have to, blah blah blah, and I'm just whining about stuff that I shouldn't, but it still seems funny to me that I was like, yeah, this is a good thing. I was like, oh wait a minute, no it's not. But yeah, it's fine. So yeah, fast engineering, gonna get more sentry guns, that way I have more little turrets, and I did already lose 2 lives, just because in the beginning when I didn't have any sentry guns, then it was kind of hard to pop the balloons as well, I guess. But now that I do have sentry guns, then not only does that basically increase my attack speed, but then, like I said, it also gives me multiple attack points. It's as if I'm buying extra towers, like extra dart monkeys or something. So that one actually increases my range a little bit by spreading out the range that I can attack, basically. And then again, like I said, because it's multiple towers, multiple turrets, I can aim at different things, so I'm able to attack multiple paths at once, which is pretty helpful, especially on this track where there's 2 tracks, or 2 paths for the balloons to go down, and not much room for me to place my towers. So, let's see. I can get larger surface area to increase my range even more. And then I think I might actually go with Cleansing Foam rather than the attack speed bonus. That way I can use the tier 4 kind of like a Spike Factory safety net type thing. And then I think I'm just going to build a whole bunch of monkey engineers, because if I keep getting Cleansing Foam and the other one, the balloon trap, then I think I've got pretty good defense against everything. I don't have very strong defense against Moab class balloons, but if I have enough monkey engineers, then I should be good enough to pop them, like just with pure attack power, basically. Which means I'll probably build a few cleansing foams near the front, and then a few sprockets near the back, just so I have better attack speed near the back, and then the cleansing foam helps with the camo balloons and stuff near the front, if that makes sense. It's a bit of a specialization, and I'll probably change my mind and not go with that strategy eventually, because it'll probably fail, like most of my strategies. But, you know, it'd be nice to see if it could actually work once. But, alright, so saving up for 770 to get cleansing foam. Engineer uses special dispenser to spray down the track with the cleansing foam that removes camo and regen properties. Also pop lead balloons. I don't know why I felt like I was talking so slow for a second. Just the uses special dispenser, but anyways, not sure why I repeated that either. But And I guess just because I'm tired or whatever. But let's see. What else is there to talk about? See, because now that I have the Animal Crossing Let's Play to specifically, or I specifically have that to talk about my daily life and stuff. I feel like whenever I run out of stuff to say here, that I'm like not allowed to talk about my daily life and stuff because I'm have to talk about it there, and stuff like that. And I feel like repeating myself, even though I've said it before. There are so many games that I want to play for this channel. So much stuff that I want to do on this channel, and I don't know, it feels like every time I keep thinking like, yeah, I want to do this thing, I want to do that thing, I want to finish this up and do this, and then I end up trying to record more than I can handle, and I can't keep up to date with it, and I want to do more. I want to start posting more videos a day, but I think 3 videos might be my limit, especially because with Animal Crossing, I keep wanting to record a longer episode because 10 minutes feels really short, and then these episodes are taking like 30 minutes long, although next week will be a little bit different. So actually, next week maybe I might start posting a 4th video a day, but I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work out, and you guys might not really like the way that I do next week for Bloons or something. But anyways, next week I think I will post 4, but then I might go back to 3 after that. So if I do post 4, it'll probably be Bloons Tower Defense Battles, and then it might go on for 1, maybe 2 weeks, and then I'm not really sure from there, because again, I can barely plan what I'm going to eat for breakfast in the morning. So you know, I can't really plan ahead 2 weeks or more on this channel, because generally all of my uploading schedules tend to last about a week or 2, and then that's it. So, well, there was that 1 month. That was a decent month where I actually got stuff done pretty well. And I don't want to go back to like some videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and some videos Tuesday, Thursday, because that kind of makes things just a little bit more complicated than they need to be, I guess, in my opinion. I think it would be better just to have things every day, or at least every weekday. Because of SAS4 Zombie Assault, I'm not really sure if I do want to do every day or just weekdays or anything like that. So I think I will do every day, but I'm not entirely sure. So again, can't really be that reliable or consistent right now on that particular project. So let's see what the range is. That range on that is pretty good. And I think with the specialty building, the engineers can pop through lead balloons normally. They don't need the foam to pop through lead, and this might be a good idea, maybe, to place the defense there. Yeah, they can pop through lead normally. They don't need the cleansing foam. The cleansing foam is just for camo balloons, which I could just get a monkey village for, but then that'd be a little bit more expensive. Although then it'd be reducing the cost of all the towers, although they're not that expensive anyways. Only 3,175, which really isn't that expensive compared to all the other towers, especially because it's basically fully upgraded. I just need another 3,000 for the balloon trap, but at the moment I don't really need the balloon trap because just having all these extra towers is helpful enough. But I will want to use the balloon trap later once I start getting more cash. And I don't think I can fit, well, I could probably fit 1 or 2 banana farms on here, but I don't really want to use them on this round either, just because, basically. Alright, so I'm going to get cleansing foam on this one, and then I'm going to get more sprockets, or more 2-3 monkey engineers near the back, basically. Well, a little bit more at the back, not the very end, but right around this area. And if any of you could like tell them I'm sniffling, I mean, you could probably tell that I'm sniffling, but it's weird because I'm not sick, or at least I don't think I am. But it's just whenever, or in case you're new, because I've probably mentioned this multiple times for all of you that have been here for a long time, but I feel kind of sick and sniffly whenever I'm talking, whenever I'm doing Let's Plays. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I think it's just because whenever I record, I close the door in my room, so it gets all stuffy, I guess, in here. I don't know. It's weird, weird to me, but let's get that upgrade. I thought I could have upgraded more. I thought I had enough money, but apparently not. Because how much do these cost? 460? Yeah, that's not that much, and it's just like 300 or 400 for the upgrade. No, I lost a couple more lives, but still I've only lost 7 total, so it's not a big deal. But obviously if I am losing lives, that means I should try to do something to fix that, which is basically what I'm doing, just getting a larger service area and then faster attack rate and all that. So yeah, going to get this one. A 2-3 engineer is a little bit less expensive than a 3-2, but not by that much, because it's only this 565, 770 difference. So that's 205 difference, I think, yeah. About 205 difference, so 2970 compared to the 3175. So yeah, pretty small difference, but it is pretty good for attack rate with the sprockets. And actually, let me see. Adding sprockets to sentries and nail gun increases their fire rate appreciably. All right, so it's it does increase the attack rate for both the actual monkey and the sentries as well. So that's pretty good. It's increasing the attack speed of everything, basically. Everything made by that engineer and the engineer itself. Which I don't think, yeah, that doesn't increase the sentry production rate, only the attack speed from the nail gun and the attack speed of the sentries, not, like I said, not like the production rate of the sentries, because that would be a little bit too overpowered, I think. But let's see. With all of these, oh wow, lost even more lives, that's interesting and bad, obviously, because I think the balloons are getting stronger faster than my towers are getting stronger, so I'm going to need to get the balloon trap, because it creates a powerful balloon trap that destroys all balloons caught in it. Once full, trap will destroy itself after a short time. If emptied manually, it gives you extra cash. Only one trap can be active at a time. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a spike factory, but a little bit different, obviously, because let's see if it, let's see when it goes. Here, you can kind of see it behind the cleansing foam. It's just got that little, it's got a gray button thing right there, and when it's red, you can just click on it, but it didn't actually pop anything, so it doesn't give you any cash. But if it does suck up cash, or not suck up cash, but suck up balloons right there, then you can click it and get some money out of it, and dang, I'm doing really bad. I'm losing lives, and I don't know exactly what I should do to fix that. Obviously, getting more balloon traps would be helpful, but I don't think that's going to be enough, especially when the Moab class balloon appears. And I was just trying to get that balloon trap as fast as I could, because it's really helpful. And I just get some extra cash out of that. And let's see, because again, like I said, it's kind of like a spike factory where it's just sort of a safety net, because the balloons just go in and get popped and stuff. I don't know why I'm explaining it that way, but having 3 cleansing foam is pretty useful to make sure I don't have to deal with any camo balloons. However, if I did have Monkey Village, increase the attack rate with jungle drums, have all 3 of these with sprockets, I'd have a much faster attack rate. Balloon trap wouldn't be there though, so I guess it's good to have balloon trap. This is round 45 already. Now I don't think I'm going to survive this, so I'm going to save, and instead of using continue, I'll just go back to home. Just cancel all these, saved. Alright, so let's see how well this works, because I've got quite a bit of attack speed with all this. Okay, that worked. I was able to pop through that stuff because of all the balloon traps, but obviously still not perfect. I think I just lost a couple more lives right there. Let's see. I kind of do want to keep using just monkey engineers, but I kind of don't. I'm gonna get more sprocket engineers, because that would be a little bit more helpful, I think. Yeah, 2970, which if I was using Monkey Village, it'd be like 27 something. So it's fine that I don't use the Monkey Village. Did I say Monkey Engineer earlier? I meant the Monkey Village. Anyways, let's see, finish that one. So once they get full, the balloons will just float right by them, and then you have to click them to actually empty them, which is a pretty interesting concept. Makes you actually, you know, pay attention and stuff, so that's cool. But alright, I've actually got a lot of cash now, which is pretty nice, because the whatchamacallit, the balloon traps give you some extra cash. But anyways, let's see, get the sentry gun as well. I feel like I could probably stop building the sentry guns on these things, because I'm filling up like every possible space on the track, or on the path that I can build stuff on. Jeez, I'm losing a lot of lives. I should get a banana farm just to raise up my lives, but it wouldn't be that much, especially now that I'm already around 50. But let's see, what should I do? I feel like sprockets maybe wasn't a good idea, just because I feel like the balloon traps might be a little bit better. But I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna use a spike factory. Yeah, I'll use a spike factory down here just for a safety net. And I know that I use spike factories a lot, and you probably don't want me to, but I mean, look at all these sentries, all these monkey engineers and their sentry guns and all that. So yeah, I'm going to use the spike factory as a safety net, because obviously I'm not doing amazing. The balloon traps are doing pretty well, as you can tell, but I don't think that's going to be enough. So that's kind of scary because it didn't really send any spikes over here, and that kind of worries me that it's not putting any over there. But oh well, if I lose, I'll just use a continue. First time on the track, and I'm doing it on hard, and I'm trying to use a different strategy than I usually do, so makes sense. I'll just, use that as my excuse, but probably not a very good excuse to use. But anyways, it keeps scaring me because it gets so close and then, there you go. Alright, just gonna lose a couple lives there. And lose more monkey money because I'm just gonna continue. And monkey village? No, don't want to use a monkey village. I'll just use another spike factory as another safety net, even though I've got so many, or I've got 2 already. So that should have range right there. It should also place spikes on the bottom, but it just seems like it prefers the top for some reason. But oh well, you can get another spike ball factory for specifically the ceramic balloon defense, or just normal balloon defense. But anti-Moab, as far as the Moab class balloon, the sprockets and sentries and all that, they're doing pretty good at actually popping the Moab class balloon with just pure attack speed, rather than specifically like Moab, Mauler, anti-Moab defense type of thing. But just the general attack speed is really helpful. I feel like I should set it to strongest or something, just to make sure that they focus on the Moab class balloons, but I don't think I really need to. Probably shouldn't have emptied that one because it didn't have anything in it. But oh well, it's fine. Round 55, just the streams, and because they're split, it's not as bad as it probably could have been. But let's see, what else am I doing? What else do I need to do? I could build another spike factory with Moab treasure spikes to help deal with any Moab class balloons. But I think at the moment I'm really just struggling with the main actual balloons. That seems to be my biggest problem at the moment. But in that case, I'm just going to save up for spiked mines, because that would be helpful, I guess, against normal class balloons. But yeah, I really don't know specifically what else I need to do. Like if there's I've got camo lead detection. It's a little bit of a weak camo detection, but I can pop lead and that's fine. I've got the spike balls factory, so I don't need to worry about camo in that regard. But anti-Moab, these sprockets, or I keep saying sprockets, but these defenses, these engineers and their sentries, they're doing pretty good. I wish I could just stop yawning. I remember reading something online that said if you touch your tongue while you're yawning, it'll stop you from yawning, which is interesting, but I haven't actually tested it yet. Kind of don't want to, just because I don't want to touch my tongue. But let's see, spiked rides, gonna get them soon, and that'll be helpful dealing with these camo lead. But it's really, I'm pretty sure this is the only round with camo lead, so it's not a huge deal to deal with camo lead. Let's see. Alright, so the BFB. Let's see if I'm actually powerful enough to defeat the BFB with this defense. Did okay, but mostly because of the spike factory. The spike spine factory, not really because of my actual defenses, which is pretty lame. And I just noticed this sentry these 2 sentries got placed on the track. Do they normally do that? Or, I don't know, maybe it's just weird to me. But yeah, just doing this stuff. Is Ninja Kiwi an indie game? I mean, obviously Ninja Kiwi's not a game, but an indie company, I guess. Like, would Bloons Defense 5 or Bloons Defense 5 Deluxe Edition be considered an indie game? Because I never know the definition of an indie game, or what qualifies a company as an indie game or something. Like when it becomes indie to mainstream or whatever. Because I don't know like the main following. Obviously, I'm not seeing a bunch of commercials on TV for Bloons Defense 5 Deluxe Edition or anything like that. But I don't know. I'm really in the dark about all that stuff. So, you know, if you guys are interested in listening to what I'm saying and answering my questions, you guys should let me know in the comments, I suppose, whether or not this is an indie game. And, of course, I lost on round 63. So, you know what? I'm going to sell all these. That's been enough, enough engineers for now. They did well, but not well enough. So, what I'm going to do now is boomerang throwers, and use them as glaive ricochet, give them some lead popping ability, put some more there. I'm placing them kind of all over the place, which probably is not a good idea. I should probably try to place them closer together or something. And I feel like I'm placing a lot more on the top than I am on the bottom. I could place that one over here. Alright, so I've got 5 of them. That's about 10 layers. Let's get a monkey village, which I probably should have placed before I put all the other glaive ricochets out. Place one more. Gonna get spike factory here for Moab Shredder spikes. Then a spike factory here for Moab Shredder spikes to deal with any Moab class balloons to get through there. Got a lot of money. That's crazy. And then just get this one right there, and might as well put this one right here. So that's well, yeah. You know what? I can afford one more. I'm gonna place one more, and place it right. Come on, right about here. I saw that I could place it here somewhere. I could place it somewhere here, right? Didn't I see that? Oh, here. Okay, right there. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna get glaive ricochet on all these, and I could still afford another one. That is crazy. At least it seems crazy to me, but probably isn't that crazy. There we go. I'm just getting all these glaive ricochet, specifically for round 63 because there's a bunch of clumped together balloons. But also just having a bunch of glaive ricochet is really nice because they can just shred off layers like crazy when you've got a whole bunch of them. And even against Moab class balloons, there was an episode once where I did like only glaive ricochet balloons, or glaive ricochet monkeys, and they just totally dominated everything. It was crazy, and I really enjoyed it. Obviously, it's not the best strategy in the world, but you know, with a bunch of safety nets like these, should do pretty well. And then obviously here, a bunch of Moab class balloons, kind of the weakness of what's it called? Glaive ricochet balloons. But let's see. What can I do? What can I do? I can just save up now for the 13,000 on the spiked mines, and I don't need to worry about getting glaive lords on these glaive ricochet because pretty much the main thing that they would give would be camo detection. They also do give the glaives that spin around the monkey and do that, but not that important right now. I think that just worked. I touched my tongue when I was yawning to try to stop myself from yawning, and it kind of worked. It seemed kind of weird. I don't know if it was just a short yawn or touching my tongue actually worked, but I don't know. You guys should try it next time you're tired and you feel like yawning. Just touch your tongue, apparently. I don't know why that was so weird to me. But anyways, yeah, I really do enjoy glaive ricochet. I think they are my favorite tower. Definitely one of my most used towers, along with the spike factory, depending on the track, of course. And I like how in the last course, I was talking about in the spider map how you would have to use 2 spike factories. Now that was totally not ideal. And then here I put like 5, and I don't even mention it until now. Like, I'm very contradictory. Like, if I was to describe myself in one word, it would be contradiction, which of course, so fitting with that word is that as soon as I say that, I say, no, that wouldn't be the right word to describe myself. But I'm like, yeah, you're kind of proving that it is. And then I'm like, no, yeah, but yeah, I argue with myself and I am of two minds about a lot of topics, which is a bad thing. I should try to work on that if there is a way to work on that, but I don't really, like, I'm not really sure if believe in is a good term to use for like zodiac signs and stuff, but because to me it seems like a lot of zodiac signs are just a lot of vague descriptions that can fit pretty much everyone, and then when you hear like, oh, because you're a Gemini, it means that you're like this, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm like that, but I'm sure tons of other people that aren't Geminis are like that as well, so it's not like, oh my gosh, this thing totally knows me, because that's like my one only defining characteristic ever. It's like, no, everyone has a bunch of characteristics, and if you read the description for like half the zodiac, you're gonna fit in with like at least half of them or something. But anyways, it does seem fitting though, despite what I just said, that the Gemini is, you know, split decision. Not really split decision. It's kind of hard for me to describe because I don't really spend that much time thinking about it, but just the of two minds type of thing, dual personality, that pretty much describes me pretty well. But of course it's not my only characteristic, it's not like the one defining trait that defines everything about me. But yeah, it is something that does describe me, I suppose. But anyways, just getting through here, round 69, not a big problem, kind of spaced out ceramic regrows, and the Ricochet is totally destructive against regrows because of their awesome ability, and again, that's weird, I just touched my tongue, but it sounds funny that I'm saying it's weird that I touched my tongue, but I can't tell if that's because, or if I stopped yawning because that was just the end of the yawn, or if it's because I touched my tongue and I ended up not touching it fast enough to really know, and it's just, it's weird, it's gonna take more practice, not really practice, but more tests to really know, I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna sell that just because, really just because. That's the best description I can give of the reason why I did that. But let's see, round 70 of 85. Not a big deal. I don't know why I said it was not a big deal. I didn't do anything that was potentially a big deal for me to say that it wasn't a big deal or anything. I don't know. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I don't think I ever did, but you know, I don't. I was gonna quote Doctor Who, which I hadn't really talked about in a long time. Doctor Who, you know what? I feel like talking about Doctor Who because I'm bored and I don't know what else to talk about. Well, actually, no. Instead of talking about Doctor Who, because I probably won't get back to it after I start talking about the thing I'm about to talk to about. Did I say talk to about? That makes no sense. But what I was gonna say was that last night, it was so weird because I was just laying in bed being bored, not like going to sleep or anything, I was just laying down, and I started thinking about how my sister, she's really good at baking chocolate chip cookies. Like, there's just amazing chocolate chip cookies, the best you'll ever taste ever, but I was thinking like, yeah, you should totally like start a bakery where you're just baking all these cookies, and then we'll buy like a dairy farm and start making our own milk that you can sell like in bonus or like in combo with the cookies, and then we'll like have some monopoly on chocolate chip cookies and milk and like start this giant empire of stuff like that. And I was like, no, that's not really an amazing idea because that takes a lot of business know-how and a lot of money and a lot of other things. So I was like, no, that's never gonna work. Then I just started thinking about like what you would need to like buy all the stuff so that you own every aspect of making your own chocolate chip cookies and milk, and then you could use the cows that are no longer fit for milk to make hamburger patties, and then you'd have to also buy a wheat farm to get the buns, and then another farm for like the lettuce and tomato and cheese, which you could technically make from dairy farms, but still, like, just thinking about all the stuff you'd have to buy to totally monopolize your own industry on like burgers and cookies. Like, I don't know why that seems like such a weird combo to me, but just thinking about all that business side of it. And then I was thinking like, yeah, even if it wasn't like with all the milk and burgers and everything, just to have like a chocolate chip cookie bakery store thing. I've always thought it would be kind of cool to have a store that like only sells like one thing, kind of like a restaurant that only sells one thing. Just because like if you're going in there and you know that there's only like one option or like three options, kind of like In and Out, then it makes things a lot easier. I know that In and Out has its like secret menu and everything, but I mean, like, if you have a store where you can only get like a bag of 5 chocolate chip cookies, of 15 chocolate chip cookies, and then 30 chocolate chip cookies or something like that, then it's so much easier to just go up like, how many do you want? 5. Okay, here you go. Here's the cash. All right, see you, bye. And then just move the line really quickly, and then everyone gets their stuff. Everyone's happy, all that kind of stuff. And then to make it even easier, you could have some kind of like subscription membership thing where just like once a day or like a certain number of cookies per week, you can just go in, swipe your card, they give you cookies, and you leave. And it's just like a membership thing that you pay online, set up credit card payments or whatever, and then it's just a quick in and out. You go in, get your cookies, then you leave, and then it's just, to me, that sounds like such an amazing idea. And then like with that whole membership thing, you could call it like free cookies, but like put a little star asterisk thing near free or after cookies or something. Well, it'd probably have to be after free rather than cookies, because then it seemed like, what, they're not real cookies type of thing. But they'd have to be like really good cookies, like really good, healthy chocolate chip cookies that are just totally addicting. And then if you want, you could also like partner with some kind of milk place to like sell a special brand of milk that is the most delicious milk ever or something like that. I don't know, but and then just combo that together and just have like a little quick line, like a fast lane for you to just swipe your card, get your cookies and go, and then like a bit of a longer line where you actually have to explain everything to someone, or like have signs in the line to explain how the whole system works, and then have them like pay to get their membership or whatever, set them up, and then they can just go in the fast lane the next time. And then just like all this stuff that in my head, I'm like, oh, this sounds amazing, and then it's just like, no, it's not gonna work. Like, no one is going to buy into that. You'd need some other source of income to pay for all the stuff to make it cheap enough for people to want to do it, and then it would just be like a side job, like all this other stuff that is just like, no, I do not have enough knowledge to fully comprehend every little aspect of it, especially all the legal work. That would be ridiculous, but, well, it would probably be ridiculous. I don't actually know. That was kind of the point of what I was saying, but, let's see. Might as well get a high-energy beacon. High-energy bacon, as I like to pretend that I call it that, I guess, if that made sense. But, what else was I going to say? Also, it's like the, see, whenever I think of, like, picture that idea of the bakery, I always imagine it in, like, some kind of European, like, alleyway, like, little house in the wall type of thing. Like a hole in the wall type of house thing. I don't know how to describe it correctly, but, I don't know. It's weird that I picture it there, but it would probably be most successful in America, I guess, because of, you know, America. But anyways, what else was it? I was gonna say that, like, if the employees, or at least like the main employee, like the main owner of the building or whatever, would just live in an apartment upstairs or like in a basement or something, and then just have the store be open 24/7 and just live there, and that be like their life, which kind of, to me, sounds a little bit odd to like just force someone to stay in that building all day, every day. But and then it could see, I'm thinking of all these things where basically I would need, if I was the one owning it, or whoever was owning it would need some kind of outside income, specifically me thinking YouTube or like Patreon or Subbable or something like that, where they're getting their income aside from the actual bakery so that they could afford to let people let their employees like live at the bakery. Not that they have to stay indoors all the time or anything, but just that they're given a place to stay, kind of like for either homeless people or unemployed people who need a place to stay, rent free, and then they get all the free cookies they want, basically, all the free cookies that they could bake, and then what was I going to say? Just that they live there, get free room and board, basically, free meals and bed. Well, at least like free breakfast and dinner. Maybe not lunch. Maybe lunch, I don't know. And then, of course, a free place to stay at night. And then only have to work there like 6, maybe 8 hours a day. And then they have like 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And then free weekends or something like that. To me, I just think that sounds like a really good idea, potentially. It's just potentially, like, there's plenty of room for error, plenty of places where that plan could go wrong or whatever, but I think it sounds like a very interesting idea that could totally be a thing, even though it probably never will be a thing. But, you know, if there was a Kickstarter for it, I'd probably donate something. Maybe I'd at least spread the word about it or something. But and I'm not about to be like, oh, but wait, there is, like, no, there really isn't. I was just thinking about this last night, and it really is as random and pointless as I'm making it sound. Like, it's just an idea that I thought, oh, hey, that'd be cool, and that's it. Like, nothing special. And I'm just gonna get Glaive Lord, because why not? I've got a bunch of money, don't really need to buy anything else, obviously, because this defense is pretty rock solid, in my opinion, much more rock solid than the Engineers. Engineers basically just take up a lot of space, don't have that much stack power or piercing power, so they're good early game, I guess, but not really great late game. Glaive Ricochet, pretty awesome overall, especially with deluxe upgrades, and yeah, basically it. Don't really have much else to talk about, aside from my whole bakery idea, which is ridiculous. I really doubt that would actually work. It would need a lot of support, a lot of outside support to make it work, and a lot of luck, I suppose, a lot of circumstantial help, I guess. I'm not really sure how to describe that well. I'm gonna throw out some Spike Storms just to help get rid of all those BFBs, to make it easier for the Glaive Ricochet to pop everything, and a bunch of cash, a whole bunch of cash. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, no, I don't know what to say. Yeah. I know that usually I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know what to say, and then I go on to talk about, oh yeah, Doctor Who. I could talk about Doctor Who. I was gonna say, what was I gonna say about Doctor Who? I was gonna quote it somehow, but now I don't remember what the quote was. I should have talked about that before I talked about the bakery. But how many of you guys would be interested in that bakery of paying like a small subscription, like $1 per cookie, so like $15 a week if you want 15 cookies a week, which to me sounds like kind of a lot, but if it seems free, then it might not seem as bad. Or if you've got like a family of 5 and each have like 3 cookies a night, then that's like 15 a night. So really, if you only want like 1 cookie night a week, I guess, I don't know, but basically $1 a cookie. $1 a cookie to me sounds pretty cheap, but then again, I don't actually know how much $1 a cookie would actually mean in comparison, I guess, because then again, it might sound a bit expensive. Ah, and my nose. But what was I gonna say? Oh right, if you do pay for like $1 a cookie, and it's like 15 cookies a week, so then you're budgeting like $15 a week. That's like $60 a month, which does seem pretty expensive. Although it is 60 cookies a month, which is like 2 cookies a day, which is pretty nice. But I mean, they'd have to be really nice cookies, and it would have to be per person basically, because if it's only 2 cookies per night, then that's not very much. But they'd also have to be really healthy, so that you're not just, you know, stuffing your face with a bunch of sugar and carbs and all that stuff. And then another thing, kind of like how I said, if there's only 2 or 3 options, it would basically have to be like just chocolate chip cookies, or even without chocolate chip, just cookies, which sounds kind of weird to have cookies without any kind of like chocolate chip or oatmeal or raisin. It's just a cookie, which I guess would be called a sugar cookie, but I don't know, a sugarless sugar cookie, basically just cookie dough, cooked cookie dough. But yeah, just to make it simple, and you don't have to spend time like, oh, maybe I want this one, or maybe I want that one, or oh, can I have one of those and 2 of these, and all that stuff, just to save time, just to be like, how many do you want? This many. Okay, here's that many. There you go. And then that's it. And then again, with the fast lane, you can just pick up your own cookies based on what your subscription is. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, like every time I talk about this, which is today, this is the first time I've ever talked about this. I don't know why I said every time, but yeah, every time I say it, I guess it just sounds I don't know. It sounds weird because I feel like it could totally be possible, but then I think about it and I'm like, no, it's totally not possible. Then I think about it a little more and like, yeah, totally possible. And then it's like, no, why do I keep going back on this? But anyways, I think I had like 2 or 3 continues on that one, so that's pretty lame. But so that's that track. I'll probably record Runways later today, probably just in a few minutes, but I guess that's going to be for this episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.